Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we had a war declared upon us, kind of surprisingly by the Fatimians down here in Egypt and whatever other kingdoms they own. Actually they have quite a lot of land extending over here. But we managed to defeat them pretty easily and gain some gold and prestige and so forth out of it, which is nice. I also perhaps unwisely raised a couple of crown laws in quick succession up to low crown authority and allowed title revocation. So we have a minus 60 opinion penalty with our vassals right now. But we seem to be weathering that storm reasonably well. We have a few factions, but nothing too dangerous yet. Alright, I never actually did move my Chancellor as I was about to. So let's see who could do with the most attention here. So this guy in here is no longer our most powerful vassal, it looks like, since we took a county away from him. I guess we'll work on Bulgaria then, since he is now the most powerful. Make sure he doesn't get in any factions. I'm going to keep a close eye on the factions tab for a little while to make sure that things don't get out of hand and be pretty free with handing out bribes to people who need them. Oh, I guess one of our faction members has just died, which is great news. And this guy is now in charge. He doesn't have the opinion penalty, so that sounds good. Do need to appoint a new steward, so... Well, you're already very happy with me. You're considerably worse, so we could improve his opinion by appointing him. Maybe it's worth doing that, actually. Send him to collect taxes. Of course, we're still waiting for our truce with Rome to expire, so we can declare our last war on them. Our niece needs a guardian. Just let this guy do it. Alright, I think we are getting away with the crown law changes. If we were going to get serious factions, they'd have started by now. I would like to at least make Peloponnese happier. So I will send him a gift and whatever honorary title we have available to give him. During a visit to Ainos, Dux Sergius the Mad and his entourage were accosted by brigands who made off with several valuables. Efforts to catch the thieves have failed, and the Duke is now demanding compensation from the Kefale, or Kefale? Probably Kefale. I don't know. The matter has been brought for arbitration at your court. I think he's a mayor, or something like that anyway. We'll make him pay, which will make the Duke happier. We would like to make the Duke happier. Although he also has gonorrhea, so maybe he'll die pretty soon anyway. Or we could pay 50 gold to make them both happier. Yeah, let's just do that. Seems like a decent use of 50 gold. There's just the one faction left with Duke of Antioch in it. We lost another Duke, okay. This guy is pretty happy with me. And he's not a duke, he's only a count, so we'll appoint him, but why do we have a count vassal? Surely he should be under a duke somewhere. Oh, we just haven't created this. I see. You are a double count. You also have this county down here. Well, that's messy. I guess we'll just leave things as is then. We should put our new Chancellor to work though, of course. I guess we'll just probably send him to Bulgaria again. Seems good. So absolutely no progress in our plot to kill the Sultan. Nobody's interested in joining. Unfortunate. Wow, our dukes are really dropping like flies. Another duke here who is also pretty happy with us. Also, he's 4 years old, so certainly won't be joining any factions for a while. Yeah, I think we've just gotten pretty lucky. Of course, to balance out our good luck with factions, we have now gotten some bad luck with our health, and we are becoming ill. Hopefully we don't die too soon. Our son and heir is only 4 years old. There is a large clump of dirt under one of my fingernails. So we can say, who cares? Maybe become slothful, content, or cynical, or remove it and become either paranoid or diligent. We're not diligent, so that would be nice. Turns out we got neither, that's fine. This looks like Lesser Armenia, who are reduced to a single county, are at war with somebody. The Barakids, okay. Actually called in as an ally by Georgia. Reports coming in from a village in Uskudar. 2 siblings, a brother and sister, lusted after one another. Quite unnatural and shameful indeed. The 2 siblings were caught in the middle of intercourse recently and had to flee elsewhere to avoid the wrath of their family and the villagers. They are now believed to be in some foreign land where no one knows who they are. Say disgusting, get lower tax modifier, and some piety. Or who am I to judge? Love is love. Okay, getting deviant opinion. Or we can say that this interests us in a strange way. We'll say it's disgusting, and gain the piety. So I've heard off to the east, the Zoroastrians know about that kind of thing. Okay, this is 2 of our dukes fighting each other. In a claim war, not a de jure war. Okay, you converted a subject. The county that you're working on actually has been converted, okay. So we'll move him over to here, which still is Sunni. My daughter Phyllis was bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool kept seeking out danger, or keeps seeking out danger. We'll make her brave, I suppose. Still, our heir has not picked up any other traits. Though not too long before we can start his actual education. Oh, we have another faction, okay. Wants to put my brother in charge. Guess we'll see what we can do about him. He only wants 44 gold for a gift, so that seems reasonable. And we can give him a title. My daughter is mastering the art of swordsmanship, or diplomacy, rather. Though she's good at swordsmanship also. During a visit to Phanarion, the tour marques of Phoenice and his entourage were accosted by brigands, so we can do the same thing again, either annoy the mayor or annoy the count, or spend 50 gold to make them both happy, which is, again, what we'll do. Varangian Guard changing laws. So I suppose if our factions look to be under control and we aren't making any progress in killing the Sultan, we may as well declare some other holy war. We don't have the holy war cooldown anymore, so we can definitely do that. Did we somehow gain the... Oh no, it was down here. We have one county from the duchy here that we don't actually have control over yet. So we could declare war for that, but that doesn't seem like a productive use of our time. On the other hand, though, we could declare on the Seljuks over perhaps Damascus here. Give us kind of ugly borders. Or we could take this duchy, which might be a little better. Yes, I think we'll probably do that. Oh, your capital's here, okay. I didn't see it at first. So not this one or this one. We'll take this one. And with any luck, at some point, our vassal duke in here will actually take his last county himself. Or we'll do it at some point in the future. I assume it'll be part of our imperial reconquest at some point. So just as our raised vassal or raised levy penalties are almost gone away with all of our vassals, we'll start getting them back. Let's see here, how strong are you? 8,000? I think we'll raise a fairly substantial portion of our levy to deal with him. Try to get them together, let's say here. Keep an eye on this 600 to make sure they can get out safely. I guess room has been called in. We'll just disband everything over here. We had a duke usurp another duchy title, so he is now a double duke, which is unfortunate. Let's gain this duchy. Unfortunately, we do not have righteous imprisonment on him. But we can, with our crown laws, revoke duchy titles without objection. Except from the actual duke in question, of course. So we should be able to deal with that easily enough at some point. Yeah, we'll have a friendly game of Dzikanion. And we won, which is nice. Okay. So it looks like not too many people called in. The Seljuks are in, though. Oh, actually, we have the Burakids in also, so this could be kind of a problem. Maybe we should just raise the rest of our levy in case. Though they're not actually that powerful, they only have 5,000 troops, if they even send any. We'll just keep the rest of our levies lowered for the moment. I'm sure he's not a heretic. He doesn't have a heretical face. Alright, let's get into our target duchy. Start sieging. The terrain in here is mountains, desert, plains, so mostly not especially defensible. That's okay though. Proved our Duke's opinion, that's good. Only Antioch factions. That's not good. 12,000 enemy troops here with another 7,000 to our south. Perhaps should not have extended this army into enemy territory all by itself. We can get out on the 5th of June though. Not soon enough. Well, the good news is that we're in the mountains. Let's see, how many boats can we raise right here? Okay, so we can get another 4,000 troops down there relatively quickly, though unfortunately we can only land them not even in a neighbouring county. Okay, we'll see what we can do though. We're probably going to lose this battle. But that's okay, it will only be a minor setback. At least they don't have a commander on their left flank, that's something. We'll land our troops as close as possible. They reinforce with their other 7,000. So let's see, is it even worth trying to send our troops in? Probably not. We'd still be outnumbered, so definitely not. Okay. Never mind, get back on the boats. We'll just give that army up for lost. Let's raise the rest of our army, since we're going to have to devote more resources to this. It looks like we'll raise the Varangian Guard as well. Have you guys meet up over here. Have our boats transport the other army a little closer to that. Here. Maybe not the same county. Go over there. So indeed we lost. We'll just disband this army to avoid giving up any more war score. Lose 800 troops or so. Alright, so I definitely should have committed more troops from the start. That's okay though. Let's also call in whatever allies will accept. Maybe not Wales. We'll call in Armenia though. Swedish Revolt. Let's not bother with them. Croatia almost certainly won't accept, so we'll just avoid bothering them. I think Armenia is in another war right now though, so... But they're not. Okay, never mind. Armenia comes in. Good. An enemy spy was discovered close to where you were, trying to figure out what you and your armies were up to. Thankfully your guards found and killed him. But even better, we found some instructions from his employer, giving us some smallish bonuses there. We'll just disband the 250 troops from Crete. Phyllis asks, why did you let off that peasant accused from poaching? We'll say because he needed the deer more than me, and she might become just. Or kind, and she did become kind. We have an independence faction, okay. Just one member though. So not really a problem at this point. Really unfortunate that his army seems intent on hanging out in the mountains there. It's going to make them very difficult to attack. And our truce with Rome is expiring, so I guess we're going to have to wait a little while before declaring that, since we're already at war with them in a different war. Which is going to take a little longer than I had originally imagined. Okay, they're leaving the mountains, which is good news. And taking some attrition through the desert there, which is even better news. Guess they're off to try and fight Armenia. Nope, they changed their mind. Okay. Nope, they changed their mind again. Lost some troops in the desert though, which is good. Well, it looks like they're going to get a pretty good battle in here. 26th of November, and Armenia is not even leaving, okay. So they are almost certainly going to win that, but they should lose some troops in the process. Which is definitely good news for us. Let's see, we can get 14k on these boats. 17k. I guess that's probably going to be enough for an initial siege here, and also to hold off his army, so we'll get you there and we'll just bring the boats over to the next county to pick up however many more it takes to fill the fleets. We'll just take enough out to put them on board. You guys can just march over the long way. Oh man, Armenia is actually going to win that battle. That's excellent news. Well done, Armenia. So now we can get a large army into one of the counties here, and we should be able to siege that without too much trouble, since they don't even have a decent army left. Thanks, Armenia, you really helped me out. So we'll just disband these boats now. We're up to 27% from war score as well, or from battles. Oh, and we have a Bulgarian liberation revolt, okay. Very poor timing. We'll have to ignore them, I think, until we get this war finished with. Although with Armenia actually helping, maybe we don't need to devote as many resources to this as I thought. A woman accused of witchcraft in Constantinople has been dragged before your court. Several witnesses have seen her performing dark rituals in her secluded hut, possibly related to recent crop failures. She claims innocence, and it falls on you to determine her fate. So we can burn her at the stake and gain piety, throw her in the dungeons, or what nonsense is this, release her at once. Definitely don't want to raise a revolt risk, so we'll throw her in the dungeons. Got you guys down here, I suppose. Don't need to be as concerned with leaving smaller armies exposed, since most of the enemy troops are gone. Yeah, we won't burn down any trade posts, that's fine. Okay. During a visit to Bizier, this guy was accosted by brigands, so again, we'll just pay 50 gold. Keep everyone happy. Well, we're just about out of time for this episode, so we'll have to continue next time, when we should be able to hopefully win this war pretty quickly. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.